Okay, cool. So let us start why we are learning Jython automation, how it is helps us in WebSphere administration. So you guys are working in WebSphere since how long?
Since 5+ years.
Okay, great. So what is WebSphere side strengths like out of five? How much you can rate yourself?
Right now we are providing L3 support.
L3 support. Okay,
Yes.
great. So both you are in the same team, Praveen and
Yeah,
Sudhir.
earlier we were in same team, but now we are working on a different teams in
Okay,
different accounts.
right, fine. So, did you ever seen the Jython scripts previously opened or seen or modified sometimes?
We use batch admin scripts,
Okay,
WS admin.
okay,
We invoke Jython.
okay, right. So, if you look at the automation process, there are different shells are available. If you see KSH, Bash, these are the operating system level shells. Same way, application level, we have shells which are interacts with the application servers. WebSphere shell, we are having Jython shell or Jackal. Two shells are provided by WebSphere. We have two options. So out of this, Jackal is deprecated from 6th version onwards. They are saying you can use more Jython. So more Jython, that will why we are going to look for what is the benefit we are going to get. So benefits are here in front of you. So whenever you do automations, if you have some 50, 60 servers in your one cell, uh, all the servers, if you want to do some task like you want to bounce the servers, shut down the servers, deploy the applications, these kind of activities, regular activities, we can make automation. So whenever you do automation, the first benefit, you are going to save the time, and saving the time is nothing but saving the money for the account for the business. So improving the efficiency, the person who is working as administrator, he may do mistakes. You may maintain a release wise checklist. If you miss some step, one of them step, and if you are not able to fix that problem in one of the step, then again the connection, the one step is related with another step. Everything will goes in a wrong direction. So efficiency you can get from the automation, all the sequence of steps, everything will be done whenever you make a script. And whenever you have a repeated task, suppose I have a development environment and test environment, you are having a deployment process. One environment you are deploying, then next also you are doing the same code you are deploying. Repeatedly you are doing test environment, system integration test, UAT test, PLT test, different environments you have, then different environments you are deploying the same web application or EJB application, anything. So this repeatability is there, then you can do automation for that. Reduce the resources and expenses. So you can reduce the team size when you make automations. If there is a huge team, you can reduce if you made automation successfully completed on your environments. So that saves the expense. WebSphere management task, it is much comfortable when you are going to use the WebSphere, this Jython scripting. Jython script provides you reusability and flexibility. We can make many scripts, different scripts as per your need. So the main configurations related with the mbeans. So mbeans means management beans. Entire WebSphere is based the J2E application server specification that implemented with the mbeans. Your cell is one mbean, your DMGR is one mbean, your application server is one mbean. So each one is a mbean and all are connected, interconnected, and forming one hierarchy tree. So this hierarchy tree, how to connect to which subtree from where you have to fetch the data. That is MBIN accessibility that we have with the WebSphere admin objects. Okay, so admin objects provide us to make simple scripts easy to navigate on the MBs. Okay, so easy to adapt the solutions. What kind of solutions? Just now I told you, you can make a reusable task like release management. You can do. You can control. You can do the shutdown all the environment, shut down the complete cell. So these kind of things you can do automate. Repeated tasks you can do as a solutions. You can prepare small scripts and start improving that scripts. That will save a lot of time. So configurations, whenever you have repeated configurations, you have one environment, same kind of environment you want to build, then you can use the script. It is very powerful in providing the domain security, domain-wide security. You can connect from the WS admin Jython access. So you can manage, you can control, you can stop applications, you can create database connection pools, you can create JMS connections. So all this you can do from the automation scriptings. Okay, so this total course content is like this. I'm starting with the basics and then we'll move towards the actual admin objects. So Jython introduction, then we'll move towards variables and data types, how we can use in. Do you know some programming language? Praveen,
No.
Java programmer, C program, any
We
program.
are zero in programming.
Okay, fine. So from the scratch, we need to learn means we need to focus more on basic programming structures. Okay. So variables and data types. First, we try to understand in detail in Jython how we can use in WS admin, and we try to understand all types of variables: integer type, boolean type, and then we try to understand float variable, real numbers, how to store some point values you are going to get from one of the MB. So that data you can how to store. So these kind of information you first try to understand. After getting this normal primitive basic data types, then we'll move towards sequences in Jython. So sequences are very important. We have three different types of sequences: list, tuple, and string. So these three, if you understood, then you can maximize your scripting capability. Very easy. So once you are done with the strings, then the next level is dictionaries. Dictionaries means key and value. You are searching in a dictionary. You are going to start from one keyword, and it is having some values. So same way, you are going to create a dictionary in Jython also. So dictionary objects, how we can use that, will try to work on different examples, try to understand how to make use of it. Then coming to the script, how to make the script controlling or programming control. The programming control comes from the logic. So logic we are going to build with the if and else. So if something is there, then you are going to do something. So that is we are going to make with the if and else or while loops and for loops. Repetition of process we can do with the loops. Whenever you are processing some particular iterations, repeating process, then you want to come out from the one condition satisfied, then you need to come out. Suppose you are doing the deployment, you want to do on three servers. You have in the cell total your admin DMGR is going to have some 10 servers. You want to do on only three servers. You want to limit that one. So how we can control that one? The controlling we can do with the break statement, continue statement, pass statement. These are the different statements. We can break the loop and come out from that one. You want to skip something, then you can use continue state. So these are the basic programming building structures. The next one is the functions. Whenever you are learning any programming language, they are going to teach you tells about the break entire logic into small pieces. Break the entire program into small pieces. That will help you to call multiple times. If I make a simple example, if you take, you want to make one mathematics function, set of mathematics functions. You are creating add function, subtract function, multiply function, division function. I can use these functions as many times I want in my main program, main logic. Okay, I can use add function 4 times. I can use subtract function 5 times. That depends on my main program logic. Okay, so the functions are useful when I have a huge task, bigger task. I can break down the bigger logic into small pieces that we are going to make as a functions. A function is going to take some parameters and do some task and returns back. Okay, the function is not returning anything means that is a procedure. A function takes the parameters, do some task inside, but it doesn't return any value. Then it is called procedure. So functions and procedures we have. Then lambda functions are very shortest functions. In one line you can write a function. Those functions are called lambda functions. Okay, then coming to the Java Jython classes, the influence from the C programs also are there in Jython. Some part is coming from the Java, so that's why we have to learn about object orientation. So first we understand up to 7 sections. We try to understand how the basic modular program works. Then in the eighth, we are going to try to understand how the object-oriented program we can create. When our object-oriented concept comes, we need to understand what is a class. Class makes object. Class is like a blueprint, and objects you can create n number of objects. Okay, so blueprint gives you multiple buildings. Same way, your Jython class will define, then that can be used multiple objects. You can create number of objects from this. So this concept, we don't create much classes. We have so many classes defined in your Jython readily available that we'll talk. So mbeans, JMX mbeans, this mbeans architecture using lot of Jython objects, Python objects, and JMX objects. So these objects are having some classes. The classes contains importantly attributes and its methods. We try to understand how to use that object, how to get the management objects accessibility. Then we will move towards actual admin objects. Your knowledge of your web sphere administration task will help when you come to the admin objects accessibility. On the admin console itself, you can see how to use each object. Suppose you are configuring a cluster, you are going to use admin config. Suppose you want to start a node agent or a application server, or you want to start or stop one of the service, that time we are going to use admin control. Admin app, applications deployment, undeployment, uninstall, or you want to stop the application, these things we can do from admin app. Admin task is used for commonly for monitoring application server, how many servers are running, how many servers are not running. That information you can get from the this admin task. So using all these four admin objects, we are going to write different small scripts so that you can understand how the script will work, and then you can build one bigger script which is required for your environments also. Okay, so this is overall course structure. This will take around 15 to 25 hours maximum, and I think it is goes around 1 month course in regular base if you go. So 25 classes, 25 hours it may take maximum to work out complete course structure. So the scope, currently everybody working on automations, shell scripting is a basic thing. It limits to operating system level only. And if you look at the Ruby, it is more into virtualization. Everybody looking into virtualization. Now WebSphere is talking about Liberty profile. That is hot in the market. So if you look at that, on-demand process is whenever there is a need, we are going to expand the capacity of your WebSphere applications. So that is possible if you are going to use virtualization, cloud platforms, cloud and virtualization. If you are using common scripts or Puppet scripting and Chef and Ansible, these are different scripts coming into the configuration management side. So all these are different scopes. Integrates, you can connect with them with your Jython. Okay, so that is the scope where people are looking, and the stream also changing. Previously it is WebSphere admin. Now they are moving towards different stream, DevOps team, infrastructure team. So the changes are increasing, and the scope is also growing for the whoever people are involved in the automations. So what is
What is the purpose of DevOps?
DevOps? Development and operations you can do together. So the thing is like they want to integrate two things. One is administration means what people are doing regularly. It is once the environment is stable, immediately developers are using the code changes are coming every now and then. So now people are looking into, previously it was waterfall model. Now it is agile methodology. Agile methodology is looking for sprints. Sprints are coming for every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, one release is coming. So the strategy is changing. So the DevOps means some part of automation, some part of development, some part of coding will be taken care by the administrator. Development part is not really developer, but he is developing code, but he is not developing a Java program. He is developing a automation script for fastest this releases. Whatever he is doing, that release should be delivered immediately, fastest way. That is the objective for the DevOps team. And the virtualization, if you look at that, virtual boxes, you are making virtual boxes. Now the concept came with Vagrant, Docker. The box will be created when there is a requirement. The box will be destroyed when there is no need of that one. It is like disposable glass. You are using a cup. Once there is a tea is hot, then you are using that. Once tea you completed drinking, then you dispose it, you're throwing. Just like that, your virtual boxes also created and disposed using Vagrant and Docker virtualizations. Even your cloud environments, when there is a demand, if there is a need of your environment, the whole setup will be available. When there is no need, no development is happening, stop that entire servers on the cloud. So on demand you are doing. So these kind of environments, this kind of setups, you want to start whenever the script runs, everything will be ready. Whenever script stops, everything stops. So likewise, you need automations. So automations are in every area, not only in one area, administration part only it is required. No, in development also they need. In configuration management also need. So people are working on continuous integration. Continuously code changes. Every night, hundreds of developers changing so and so code that comes as one web application, one EJB application that will be deployed on test server. So for deploying this part, we don't need one person sit when this person is completing so and so Java program. Automatically it should happen. For that one, we have different tools. Jenkins, Hudson, these are the tools. So you just need to give a script that will do the deployment task. Got it?
Yeah.
So
No
take
need of
a,
manual intervention.
yeah, maximum reducing, but automations definitely you have to do for every environment. You need to understand what they need, what are the resources you need to configure. One time activity you need to do. So less number of resources definitely. When you do automations, less number of people and less time also. Immediately there is releases, release by release. It is happening within every 2 weeks. It is changing. Previously, it is waterfall model. The release will be every 3 months, 6 months. Lot of time was there in live deployments, but now it is not there, right? Okay, so from this course, from the Jython course, what you can take away from my mind? So you can master in Jython. You can understand all the rules, characteristics of Jython objects and properties. How you can use the properties, and you can understand, view, and manipulate each MB. What you are going to configure, whenever you configure you can see on the admin console, and you can same thing do from the Jython AWS admin. So runtime details will help us to monitor, like you are looking for servers running, or your JVM present values, what is the current values, or if you look at the JMS, how many queues, messages are there. That kind of information is coming into runtime. So mbeans are available in two things. One is configuration, that is you can say static. Another one is runtime, that is dynamic. So two types of mbeans are there, which we can use in a Jython scripting. So making most of the WS admin scripts parameters, which you can simplify and you can access and you can do administration, that we can do with the Jython. Properties, some of the properties you can set for entire configuration in one file you can send, or you can send that file, the XML also you can prepare and you can send. So different options are there, you can use any one of them, so that if it reflects into the environment. Admin application, that will help you to see the how many applications are available, install and uninstall applications. You can modify the applications which are deployed on the application server. Admin task, as I mentioned, it is used for your application server level, high level manipulations you can do from the task. And admin configuration we can use for creating servers, creating clusters, creating other resources we can use. Admin control, we can control, that is using MB you can stop, you can start any server. And when you are using start and stop, it is not simple start and stop, you are having different options, like graceful, forceful you are going to use, so that options are there. So domain-wide security, we'll talk in detail whenever you are enter into the last patch of your sessions. So that's all from my end. This is about brief, basic understanding about the course, Jython course. So I want to know, you guys having one environment setup for doing the practicals, labs on your system, laptops.
Yeah, we have to do that. It's on Linux or Windows?
Which
The
one?
VAST.
On
The
which
VAST
one you are
system.
working in real your projects? You are working on Windows or on Unix?
We are, we are working on Unix.
So better we'll go with that Unix.
Okay.
So when you can come up with the environment, then we can start working on the first session. Because just teaching theory and showing the practical on my system, it is waste of doing, because it's a practical thing. Programming is 100% you have to do hands-on. Otherwise, it is